Hello all, and welcome to another caffeinated entertainment video. This is Art with a review for Private by James Patterson and Maxine Paetro. This was the Audible book of the month that was free for members. It's the first book in the Private series. James Patterson books are unique. James Patterson books are quick. They have short chapters that play out almost like scenes in a TV show or a movie. They usually have quite a few plot lines. The characters are a bit cookie cutter, and in this case, Private was constantly cookie cutter, in the sense that it was basically insert formulaic plot here of a 50s or 60s private eye, and you pretty much got the whole Private. Now there's a few cases that go on here. You've got the NFL betting scheme that goes on. You've got the case that they're called in by the police. You've got the death of the woman who was a friend to the main character, whose name I forget. And you've got the thread of the main character getting the robotic call saying, "You're dead." All this is wrapped up at the end of the book. His uncle is the founding member of Private and leaves him Private because his twin brother is a drug addict who has yet to clean up his act at this point in the book. I will say this. That is the basic plot line of Private. I will say this. I will probably continue on reading the series because they're good kind of popcorn flicks. They're not going to win any kind of award of any kind of nature worth a damn. But they are kind of like a Dixon Hill, kind of like a Raymond Chandler, Rex Stout kind of a book, and that makes it a good book to some degree. I will say this, that it could have been better. You could tell that it was very formulaic. I don't like that James Patterson gets top billing, because everybody knows James Patterson didn't write the book. The book was written by Maxine Paetro. Good luck saying her name. Maxine Paetro. And with a touching or looking over by Patterson. That is how Patterson can ultimately get 30 to 40 books out a year. And I'm not kidding. It seems like he has a book out every week or every 2 weeks. And sometimes multiple books out. The only series he actually writes is the Alex Cross series, and that's why that series comes out like every 3 years, because it actually takes time to write books. But the factory that is James Patterson pumps them out. I will say this. The story was kind of a relaxing retreat for me, because I didn't have to think. It was very formulaic. I figured things out well before the end. Anybody who reads this kind of thriller crime fiction, this will not stump you. You'll figure it out right away. It's very formulaic, very paint by numbers-esque or color by numbers-esque formula. It's good, like I said. I'll probably get more, but I'm not clamoring to get back to the book. At best, it was okay. That's why I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. Like, I like that right away they use things in LA. They use stars' names. They use stars' restaurants. They call in the police. They use landmarks in LA to let you know it's based in the real world. They also talk about the other offices in London, New York, and Paris, so far as we know. I like that they have multiple cases going on because it is an agency, not just one private eye. It is an agency. So I like that multiple cases are going on they're just all formulaic. There is nothing of depth, nothing of value here for the most part. But they are kind of that guilty pleasure type of book. He certainly doesn't need my money or your money, as he's making enough money hand over fist. So if you feel like passing on this one, then go ahead. But if you feel like reading it and you know what you're getting into, then by all means do it. Like I said, I give Private a 3 out of 5. Everything in the book is wrapped up nicely. Everything was very predictable. I will say that. That's one of the cons. And that's why it gets such a low score of 3 out of 5 for me. Is because yes, it moved. Yes, it had a point. But the point was predictable. It was very formulaic. The characters really were basic literary character, like basic fiction characters. They weren't strong characters, with the exception of the main character, the owner, the now owner of Private. It's only because we spent so much time with him was he a good character, and did he get some depth. I would hope that more characters get more depth. I do expect the characters to reappear in the Private novels, because I know there's Private London, so I think Private London is next, and I know that in the book it said that the London office of Private was swamped in cases, so maybe we'll get some of those. I don't know. I thank Audible very much for giving us members it free, because it's a book series I probably wouldn't have picked up otherwise. And if you got it from Audible, go ahead and give it a listen. It's worth it. Mark Patterson, the narrator, was amazing. Probably, if I get them, I'll get them from the library, because like I said, Patterson doesn't need my money. Now the next video you guys will see, well, I don't know, because I don't know when this one will go up. But rest assured you'll get more content. And leave a comment down below whether you've read the Private series, what you think of James Patterson. Hey y'all, sorry about that. The camera cut out on me and the battery died. So as I was saying, leave a like or a comment. Leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below whether you like James Patterson, what series of his you like, what you think of his formulaic writing and his factory, basically conveyor belt, assembly line work of writing books, or what you're reading or what you think I should read next. Without further ado, happy reading, and I'll see you again in the next video.